Hello, everyone. It is Al Smith, the Gas Man, here with another edition of Regalia Rhetoric. I thought I would do an edition entitled The State of the Union Address. I love when the President of the United States gives the State of the Union Address and kind of updates everyone on all the issues of what's happening within the Union. And I thought I would just do that. I've made tons of videos over the last few months, Regalia Therapy, Regalia Rhetoric, the KFC with 4 degrees, tons of little shows to make you laugh, to make you think, but also to share with you some of the news that has been happening over the last couple of months with the 4th degree of the Knights of Columbus. I love to live in reality. I love, talking about real issues and what's really happening. And that's what I want to share today, the reality check. Now, many people would say, I think the best way to describe it is this don't ask, don't tell. We see many assemblies continuing to wear the traditional nautical style regalia at community events, at wakes, at liturgical celebrations, and they just do what they always have for the last many years. But it's a don't ask, don't tell. They're basically saying, we made this decision amongst ourselves to not, I want to say antagonize or to engage in a fight with Supreme. And I respect that. I respect those who do that, who are employing that methodology. There's other assemblies where there's complete war going on. Men who have bought the new uniform, who are basically saying, we're in charge now. We're doing all the honor guards, color guards. You guys step aside and just get with the program, okay? Obey your little pledges and do what you said you would and just go quiet, okay? Oh, you can wear your tuxedo and, put that social baldricks on, but listen, us guys with the new uniform, we're the new honor guard and color guard. Okay, got it? Got it? There's that going on. And then there's happening with a couple of assemblies where they're saying, you know what? We are not ashamed of what we're doing. And our pictures are all over Facebook, Twitter, social media. And of course, we're paying a price for it. That every time there's a picture that's posted of men with regalia, they're asking the questions, was that picture after July 1st, before July 1st? Those 8 guys with you and the Cardinal, was that before July 1st or after July 1st? And, oh, you're with the bishop again. Like, was that last year or this year? There's all this stuff going on. There's the men who have been written up with the paperwork that has been provided to us faithful navigators. And I've showed you pictures of files and actual written up documents that have suspended the members. So in my assembly, there's 12 men now who have wore regalia more than 3 times. And they know at any time they could technically be summarily suspended, kicked out of the order. These are district deputies, grand knights, the list goes on. I don't want to name all of the positions they hold, but let's just say the 2 local councils in my area would not have executives or quorum at the meetings if these men were suspended. And so again, that's the reality. This is what this is about. I live in a real world with real issues, and this is happening. I've held up the letters from Faithful Navigators where they show me that they've been removed from office. I've held up letters from marshals that have been asked to step down. I myself have received letters from my master, the Vice Supreme Master. I have a letter from the Supreme Master. And so they all care about what is happening, and they don't want to see men being suspended. They would love this new uniform to be embraced and this new uniform to be the signature look of the Knights of Columbus for years to come. There's only one problem they left behind 100,000 men that own regalia who are saying to themselves, what about me? What about my investment? What about my dedication? What about a program that I was believed with all my heart to be the best program in the world? And now you've changed it. You've kind of said, we're moving forward. We're moving on. Sorry for your luck. And so it is this treatment of Sir Knights that have an investment in a program, an investment in some clothing that they purchased and wore for many years. I have young Sir Knights that bought the new regalia, and I have young Sir Knights who have bought the old regalia. So, but to all those young men that put their hard-earned money into the nautical style regalia, and now, of course, uh, there's no return on their investment. Uh, they're they're asking questions, and the reality of the lay faithful, they are making it very clear to say we disagree with this decision to remove these colored capes from our site, because that's really what this is all about. This is about saying to the world, the Knights of Columbus have made this decision to say this colored cape, colored hat program is gone. We don't want you to ever see it again. Not in historical reenactment committees, not in traditional night guard groups, not in sentimental men who want to parade in their regalia. They will all be penalized and kicked out of this men's fraternal organization if they do so. You just scratch your head and say, what do you mean you're going to kick out a volunteer? You're going to kick out a volunteer who might even have $300,000 in annuities in the investment pool. You know what's going to happen if he gets kicked out uh, of the Knights of Columbus. He's going to take his $300,000 and walk, and he's going to also tell everybody, just say, you know what, they changed the rules and they weren't even sensitive to what investment I made, and so I'm walking with my money, and I'm walking with my dignity, and of course it'll be hard for that Sir Knight to put a good word in to the community to say, yes, this is a righteous order, and that was a righteous decree they made. Again, I live in a real world with real issues, and I do receive real letters from the Supreme Master, the Vice Supreme Master, my Master, State Deputy, all of these things. Again, there is again many men that do a don't show, don't ask, don't tell. Okay, I get it, um, but I think what's happening here is that the men are really just starting to rise up now to say, what do I really believe in? What's my core belief? And many of them are saying, you know what? Enough's enough. This new uniform isn't taking off. And yet we know the needs in the community. We know the needs in the community. We know how much they want us to be in parades. They know how much they want us to be present in honor guards and color guards at liturgical events and community events. They know that need. And they're just starting to respond now to say, you know what? You don't have enough manpower with this new uniform. You do not have enough manpower. You have a couple men that have bought the new uniform, and that is it. And you have 20 to 40 men in each assembly who have the old regalia that are just waiting to fulfill the needs in the community. It's as simple as that. A real need that can be satisfied by good men who have put their time, talent, and treasure forward. So I prayed that this so-called cease and desist order would stop, and that they would reinstate the regalia. Again, what is the fruit of that decision to get rid of it? We're not seeing much good fruit. We're not. We're seeing communities upset. We're seeing men leave the order. We're seeing men give back their medals to me. We're seeing men just shake their head and say, what has this world come to? All of this is real. It's all real. And again, it is happening all over the world. And yet the powers that be, my, you know, the people that are behind me, they all are part of our history, and they're all part of what we're doing. But I like to always say, you have to listen to the people and listen to the membership. And the membership is speaking. It's speaking with its money, and it's speaking with its activities. And we hope and pray that a sanity will come before Christmas. I want to give a State of the Union address at Christmas, and I hope to give a good message to everyone. And again, it's tough to share this with you of all these things that have been happening, but that's why I'm here, as your therapist, as someone who wants to talk about the issues, and someone who wants to talk about the order. So until the next State of the Union address, I'd ask you to continue to pray for me, and know that I will pray for you. And it wouldn't be a program without the intercession of the Venerable Father Michael J. McGivney. And so he may continue to inspire us to be the good saints that we're all called to be. We're all called to be saints. And may God continue to bless us in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. We'll see you again next time on another edition of Regalia Rhetoric, here with your host, Al Smith the Gas Man. God love you.